If you encounter an aggressive driver, you should A. Challenge them. B. Get out of their way. C. Speed up. B. Get out of their way. Drivers must respect and cooperate with all other road users and conform to specific rules in order to maintain order and to avoid crashes. When encountering an aggressive driver, it is safest to just get out of their way. Always avoid competing with other drivers. This sign means A. Curves ahead. B. Divided highway starts. C. Divided highway ends. C. Divided highway ends. Warning signs are usually yellow with black markings. This sign warns that the divided highway ends ahead. Prepare to change lanes or shift lane position. This road sign means A. Road construction ahead. B. The road ahead curves left then right. C. The road ahead curves right then left. C. The road ahead curves right then left. Warning signs are usually yellow with black markings. This sign warns drivers that the upcoming road will curve right, followed by a curve to the left. Drivers should adjust their speed to safely continue on the road. When turning left at an intersection, A. You should always yield to oncoming traffic and pedestrians. B. Oncoming traffic and pedestrians should yield to you. C. You should never yield to oncoming traffic and pedestrians. A. You should always yield to oncoming traffic and pedestrians. When turning left at an intersection, yield the right of way to oncoming traffic and pedestrians. Once the intersection is clear and applicable signals allow, you may complete the turn.
Want to ace your DMV test? Go to cheatsheets.com and get your guaranteed cheat sheet.
A merging lanes sign means drivers should be prepared to change lanes or allow other traffic to come into their lane. A. True. B. False. A. True. A merging lanes sign indicates that two lanes of traffic going the same direction will soon merge into one lane. Drivers should be ready to either change lanes or allow other traffic to merge into their lane. This sign means A. Cars on the right move first. B. You have the right of way. C. Let cross traffic pass before proceeding. C. Let cross traffic pass before proceeding. When approaching this sign, you must yield the right of way. Slow down and let vehicles and pedestrians crossing your path pass before you proceed. If necessary, stop before going ahead. Before you change lanes, you should check your mirrors and A. Never look over your right shoulder. B. Always slow down in your traffic lane. C. Glance over your shoulder. C. Glance over your shoulder. Before changing lanes, it is very important to check behind you. You should look over your shoulder to ensure that you are not getting in the way of vehicles in the lane you want to enter. Before changing lanes, you should also ensure that no drivers are attempting to drive into the same spot from a different lane. This sign means A. School zone or crossing. B. Pedestrian crossing. C. Railroad ahead. A. School zone or crossing. A five-sided yellow or yellow-green sign alerts drivers to either a school zone or school crossing. This sign means A. Slow-moving vehicle. B. Road construction maintenance area. C. Traffic signal ahead. A. Slow-moving vehicle. This sign is displayed on slow-moving vehicles. When driving in work zones, you should A. Increase your speed to get through the zone as quickly as possible. B. Reduce your speed and be prepared to stop suddenly. C. Maintain your normal speed the whole way through the zone. B. Reduce your speed and be prepared to stop suddenly. When entering and driving through a work zone, slow down and be prepared to stop. Obey posted speed limits and be alert to conditions around you. Workers could be present. This road sign means A. Bicycle crossing. B. Stop only if other cars are approaching. C. Yield the right of way to pedestrians. A. Bicycle crossing. Warning signs are usually yellow with black markings. These signs alert drivers to areas where bicycles may be crossing. On a freeway, you should look farther ahead than you would on a city street. A. In order to see potential hazards early. B. Because it takes a quarter of a mile to stop your vehicle completely. C. Because it helps you keep up with traffic. A. In order to see potential hazards early. On the freeway, be ready for changes in traffic conditions. Watch for signals from other drivers. Expect merging vehicles at on-ramps and interchanges and be prepared for rapid changes in road conditions and traffic flow. A large truck is ahead of you and is turning right onto a street with 2 lanes in each direction. The truck A. may complete its turn in either of the 2 lanes. B. may have to swing wide to complete the right turn. C. must stay in the right lane at all times while turning. B. may have to swing wide to complete the right turn. When a vehicle makes a turn, the rear wheels follow a shorter path than the front wheels. The longer the vehicle, the bigger the difference between the paths of the front and rear wheels. Therefore, long trucks often have to swing wide to complete a right turn. When approaching a stop sign that is not marked by a crosswalk, drivers should stop their vehicles before entering the intersection. A. True. B. False. A. True. At a stop sign, you must come to a complete stop at the stop line, if there is one. If there is no stop line, you must make a complete stop before entering the crosswalk. If there is no crosswalk, you must stop before entering the intersection. This sign is a yield sign. B. School crossing sign. C. Stop sign. A. Yield sign. A downward-facing triangular sign is always a yield sign. Drivers must be prepared to slow down or stop when approaching a yield sign. When you are merging onto the freeway, you should be driving A. at or near the speed of traffic on the freeway. B. 5 to 10 miles per hour slower than the speed of traffic on the freeway. C. the posted speed limit for freeway traffic. A. at or near the speed of traffic on the freeway. When merging onto a freeway, you should enter at or near the speed of traffic. How should a driver proceed if, while within an intersection waiting to make a left turn, the traffic signal light turns red? A. Wait in the intersection until the light turns green. B. Yield to oncoming traffic and complete the turn. C. Make sure it is clear, then back up from the intersection. B. Yield to oncoming traffic and complete the turn. If driver making a left turn enters an intersection while the light is green, they may finish the turn even after the light turns red. This road sign means A. Drive with caution and be ready to stop. B. You must come to a complete stop. C. Stop, if necessary. B. You must come to a complete stop. The stop sign is the only 8-sided sign you will see on any roadway. When you encounter a stop sign, you must come to a complete stop. You may not proceed until the way is clear for you to completely and safely pass through the intersection. What should a driver do when approaching a traffic control signal that is not in operation? A. Come to a full stop and yield the right of way before entering the intersection. B. If the intersection is clear, the driver does not need to stop. C. Drive quickly through the intersection to get out of the way of other vehicles. A. Come to a full stop and yield the right of way before entering the intersection. When traffic control signals are not working, a driver must always treat the intersection as an all-way stop and come to a complete stop, unless otherwise directed by law enforcement. The driver must then look and yield the right of way before entering the intersection. Talking or texting on a cell phone while driving will not significantly increase your chances being involved in a crash. A. True. B. False. B. False. Using a phone while driving is a distraction that increases your risk of being involved in a crash. Drivers must yield to pedestrians in an unmarked crosswalk. A. True. B. False. A. True. A driver must yield to a pedestrian when a pedestrian is in an unmarked crosswalk on the driver's side of the roadway and there are no traffic control signals. When entering the interstate, check for a gap in traffic in the nearest lane, adjust your speed to match traffic, signal, and A. Expect traffic to allow you to proceed into the lane, since you have the right of way. B. Merge carefully into the gap. C. Wait for the lane to clear before merging. B. Merge carefully into the gap. Before merging into interstate traffic, you should identify a gap, accelerate to the speed of traffic, and signal. Merge into the gap when it is safe to do so. Be alert to other traffic and do not expect other drivers to clear the lane. This road sign means A. Intersection ahead. B. Steep grade ahead. C. Winding road. B. Steep grade ahead. Warning signs are usually yellow with black markings. This sign indicates that there is a steep hill ahead. Slow down and be ready to shift to a lower gear to control your speed and protect your brakes from damage. An orange-colored sign like this means A. There is roadwork ahead. B. You must change lanes ahead. C. There is a detour ahead. A. There is roadwork ahead. Orange-colored signs indicate construction areas. Proceed with caution. This sign means A. Railroad ahead. B. No passing zone. C. School zone. A. Railroad ahead. A round yellow sign indicates that there is a railroad crossing ahead. When a pedestrian guided by a dog or carrying a white cane is crossing the street. A. You must always yield the right of way. B. You must tell them where to cross the street. C. You only have to yield the right of way if you are at a corner. A. You must always yield the right of way. Blind or partially blind pedestrians may carry a white cane or use the assistance of a guide dog. You must always yield the right of way to a pedestrian who is using a guide dog or carrying a white cane. It is illegal for persons under age 21 to drive with any trace of alcohol or drugs in their system. A. True. B. False. A. True. It is illegal for anyone to operate a motor vehicle on Illinois highways with any trace of a controlled drug, substance, or intoxicating compound in the blood. Drivers under age 21 will have their driving privileges suspended for 3 months if they are found to have had any trace of alcohol in their system after being stopped and issued a citation for a traffic violation. Which of these statements is true about large trucks? A. They take longer to stop than passenger vehicles. B. They all have air brakes that allow them to stop quickly. C. They are more maneuverable than passenger vehicles. A. They take longer to stop than passenger vehicles. Large trucks take longer to stop than other vehicles traveling at the same speed. The average passenger vehicle traveling at 55 miles per hour can stop within 400 feet. However, a large truck traveling at the same speed can take almost 800 feet to stop. To avoid hydroplaning while driving in rainy conditions, you should A. Drive at a speed appropriate for ideal conditions. B. Apply your brakes as soon as your car starts to skid. C. Slow down. C. Slow down. When driving too quickly in wet conditions, your tires may lose all contact with the road surface. Loss of traction will cause the vehicle to ride on top of the water, which is called hydroplaning. The best way to prevent this from happening is to drive more slowly in rainy or wet conditions than you would when driving during ideal weather conditions. This sign means A. Two-way traffic. B. Change in direction ahead. C. School zone and crossing. A. Two-way traffic. This sign informs drivers that they are leaving a divided roadway and approaching a two-way highway. What does this road sign mean? A. Slow down and prepare to stop if cars are approaching you. B. Come to a full stop then proceed when it is safe to do so. C. Proceed carefully through the intersection, not always stopping. B. Come to a full stop then proceed when it is safe to do so. An octagonal sign always means stop. When approaching a stop sign, you must come to a complete stop at the marked stop line and proceed only when it is safe to do so. If there is no stop line, stop before the crosswalk. If there is no crosswalk, stop before the intersection at a point from which you can see any oncoming traffic. This sign means A. Pedestrian crossing. B. Side road. C. Railroad ahead. A. Pedestrian crossing. This sign indicates that there is a pedestrian crosswalk. To be able to turn quickly, your hands must be A. On opposite sides of the steering wheel. B. Next to each other on the top of the steering wheel. C. On the top and bottom of the steering wheel. A. On opposite sides of the steering wheel. Both hands should be placed on opposite sides of the steering wheel. This position is comfortable and promotes safe turning on high-speed roadways. This road sign means A. You are about to enter a one-way street from the wrong direction. B. U-turns are prohibited. C. You may proceed if the way is clear. A. You are about to enter a one-way street from the wrong direction. This sign marks a one-way road, entrance, or exit. If you are facing this sign, traffic is coming toward you. Turn around if you are driving toward this sign. If bad weather makes it difficult for you to see clearly, you should A. Speed up to get off the road quickly. B. Drive in the lane closest to oncoming traffic. C. Increase your following distance. C. Increase your following distance. When it is difficult to see due to darkness or poor weather, increase your following distance. This will give you more time to react to hazards that you may not see in advance.